By the way, just before we move on, so the firewater is close to St. Anne's Bay, I'm told, and yes, we did do a feature on that. All right, we move on. Nature has more impact on your well-being than you could possibly imagine. We've got environmental advocate Wendy Lee to explain the science and to share the benefits. Morning, Miss Wendy. Welcome to Smile Jamaica.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on.
It's our pleasure. How are you?
I'm good. I'm there reaching for my coffee, and I realize I have to stay in this position.
Before we go to the what nature can do for us, tell me about what's going on with the petition.
I last looked at it about 1 o'clock this morning, and there were 2,500 and something signatures, so probably more by now. When you say the petition, let's hope all your viewers know that it's a petition that we have sent to the Prime Minister, asking him to reverse his decision to allow mining and quarrying on a place called Portobello Mountain in St. Anne. Is an absolute gem of ecological heritage, history, and a landmark.
Yeah, we just, I don't know if you saw the interview before, but we were speaking with Diana Macaulay, and a question I asked, I'll ask you, because I know NEPA gave them 72 points, and the Prime Minister said he won't breach any of the 72, and if that happens, then he will shut it down. First, do you buy that, and is there any way at all that you will allow anything like that to happen in this wonderful area?
Well, first of all, I haven't seen the 72 points. But what I have seen is a lot of input over the years from experts, including the Forestry Department and hydrologists, biologists, zoologists, everything, not only expressing how special that area is, how unique and rare and vanishing it is, but the fact that the impacts of a quarry, such as they have described, could not be mitigated. And there will absolutely, no matter what the conditions say, even if they're enforced, they can't mitigate the impacts. I remember the Forestry Department in particular said that the quarry was going to use the forest, a piece of the forest, as a buffer between the quarry and the residents, which seems to me to be the whole devaluing the value of the forest. I mean, if you allow the forest to suck up all the dust, that's not preventing environmental impacts.
All right. All right, let's move to the reason you're here, the effects of nature and green spaces, and it's widely underrated, isn't it?
Yeah, nature, we are all connected, and I think that a lot of people don't really understand how valuable natural resources are, how they underpin everything. Air, soil, water, plants and animals. The whole natural world and all its interconnections are what keep us all alive on this planet. So, we go about our business and we don't realize that there is a water cycle happening where rain falls, trees absorb it, it goes down into the soil, into the aquifer. Then at night, the trees give off water vapor and it comes back again down as rain. That's just one little aspect of the water cycle. Plants, insects, everybody, they're all interconnected in the whole web of life. We can't eat or do anything without the ecosystem services that the natural world provides. So we really need to be a lot more aware of how important they are and how it's easy to lose your support system if you don't take care of it.
Yeah, I have some headlines. I'll get you to finish what I start. Nature provides what?
Nature provides the whole support system for living things, for humans and everything else on the planet. The elements and the biodiversity, which is the biodiversity is all the flora and fauna and microorganisms of, of an area or the world.
Okay.
So
nature improves.
That's the Jamaican Oriole that you're hearing behind me.
Yeah. Nature improves.
Sorry?
Nature improves.
Nature improves the quality of life, absolutely, for everybody. If you had to live in complete urban area, the stress level would just, be overwhelming. And I think that's a lot of what's happening is urbanization is destroying the natural areas that allow us to breathe. Forests and plants that produce oxygen that we need to breathe every day. So if we are in an environment that is deprived of natural spaces, we are going to suffer. Air quality, everything.
Nature cleanses.
Nature cleanses, I think, our mind. If we go out into the nature to enjoy nature, if we experience stress relief, feeling of connection to the natural world. I know for myself, I experience it every single day just by walking around my garden and looking at all the wild creatures. As some people know from following me on Instagram, I have developed some very special relationships with the wild birds and lizards in my yard. And it's just an amazing feeling. It's an appreciation of our place in the world.
Okay. Nature builds.
Nature builds, I would say, resilience to all the impacts of the adverse impacts that we're facing now from weather, climate. I'm using this in the broad sense. If you have a forest, it is cooling the atmosphere, it is absorbing carbon dioxide, therefore it contributes to reduction of the greenhouse gases that are causing climate change. So the more you can protect and preserve the natural world around you and integrate whatever you're doing with it, the better you will be. Just to refer back to Puerto Bueno, we've been hearing about these plans that the developers have. So after they have mined down the whole area that they've been allocated to mine, which is 123 acres so far, they plan to put in residential and commercial development and call some of that ecotourism. It's absolutely incredible and not realistic.
All right.
For you to.
We're out of time. I think maybe that's a good point to end on. We thank you so much. I hope that this works for you, and the Prime Minister will listen. And
I hope so.
Then we will see what
there
happens.
There are a lot of people, I just want to say, it's not my voice alone. Right. There are a lot of people that are aware and agreeing with what the stakeholders have said. Right. So we hope the Prime Minister will be swayed by that.
Yeah. Thanks for speaking with us. Stay safe.
Thanks.
Environmental advocate Wendy Lee. News in 5 is next, but stick around. We've got lots more to come. Stay with us, please.